shoes untied.
Hey yo, good morning y'all. Welcome back to another video. Okay, not as smooth as I'm used to, but it's been a little bit. Today we have an interesting video for you because I was lucky enough to be invited to the Electrify Expo. Big thank you to E-Ride Outfitters for the invite. If you guys are looking for an E-Ride Pro or another electric bike, be sure to hit them up. It's not only did I get to test ride all of the electric bikes in the Sur Ron class, but I got a behind the scenes look at what's going on with these companies and also get to meet the people that work at these companies. Now, when I first saw the Sur Ron, I really wasn't that convinced. It took my friend to give me his bike for the entire day to test it out to see if I really liked it. It can wheelie, bro. I want to tell you guys about this thing because it is so much fun, bro. Turns out 20 minutes on this bike was enough for me to know that this is one of the most fun things that you could buy. Sur Ron was the very first bike to come to this class, and it was also the very first one to absolutely blow up. The next brand to come out with a bike other than the Sur Ron was the Talaria. It's a slightly cheaper, a little bit faster bike, and the only way to really compete with the name brand, which is the Sur Ron, is to come out with something that's either cheaper or better.
I'm just as excited riding this as I was the Sur Ron when I first got it. Thank you, bro. He said nice ride.
So the Sur Ron and the Talaria are both very cool bikes. The Sur Ron introduced the bike. Talaria said we can come out with one that's a little bit cheaper and a little bit faster, but you still wanted a little bit of extra power out of both of those bikes. So I went ahead and upgraded my Sur Ron. I spent an extra $4,000 for the battery and controller to make it faster. And now I'm like 7K, 8K deep into my Sur Ron build.
62, bro. Could probably hit 65, maybe even 70 if you're like going downhill.
And that is when another company came out and introduced a stock 72 volt battery bike that was both faster, better, and cooler than both of those bikes, and that was the E-Ride Pro.
My goodness, dude.
I can't believe that's stock.
This might be the coolest thing you could buy. What up, buddy?
Much better.
How you guys doing?
That looks way much better.
You like this one better than that one?
Yes.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you.
Man, eh?
Yeah, they're called an E-Ride Pro.
That was going like hell now.
But now that the industry is growing, Sur Ron has competitors like Talaria, now the E-Ride Pro. I think of any of the brands, the E-Ride Pro is the absolute best one you can get out of the box.
They started the whole 72 volt battery trend. A lot of the new bikes that are coming out are now going to be 72 volt batteries. You know, I still think Sur Ron could maybe catch up and come out with one. That would be sick. But that is to be determined. This is when we can kind of get into the expo because this is where I got a chance to ride some bikes that I hadn't ridden before, starting with the Go Wow.
I'm gonna put this on the craziest setting.
All right.
Craziest setting. Be careful. Be careful, please.
Yeah, I will.
I trust because you have a very badass helmet.
I should be okay. All right, I'll be back. Oh, this one's cool. Thank you. Oh, I love how smooth this one is. The brakes on this are nice. I already know I'm gonna love this one. I already forgot the name of it, but it's like G something. Man, this thing is sick. So here's a good look at the bike with someone actually riding it. It's just unique. Finally, a company does something that's like a little bit different. You know what I mean? What's up, man?
You're on the wrong bike, bro.
Yeah, I know I am. I actually do like this one a lot, but it's very, it's weirdly shaped, right? The power on this is actually really nice. Yeah, thank you, man, thank you. Now, I didn't get a lot of time to talk with the Go Wow company, so I don't really know them on like a relationship standpoint. But what I do know is I really like their bike. It was a very smooth, very fast, 72 volt bike. The suspension's a little odd maybe for my my wheelie style, but still very cool, very fun bike to ride. And I love that these companies are coming out with these 72 volt batteries. I think that is the standard for this market now. And that's great for us riders because that's exactly what we want. Another bike that I got to test ride was the Solar Eclipse. Check this one out. This is the all carbon fiber Solar Eclipse. This thing is sick. And they got brownies. Yes.
Right, Lewis.
Lewis.
We're speaking on Instagram.
And is it 60 or 72 volt? This one.
72.
Both are 72 volt.
72 volt, 45 amp hour.
Okay, gotcha.
10 kilowatts, 13 kilowatts.
What are they priced at?
5995.
5995.
About 6, 8.
Can I use the throttle and the brake at the same time?
No, but you can unplug them if you do want to do like burnouts
Okay.
and stuff. Or...
Yeah.
The feet over the handle.
Yeah. This one's quiet. I like that. Oh, I'm already in the thing and I shouldn't be. Whoops. Good to go? Whoa, this one's fast. Interesting throttle curve. I'd want to adjust the throttle curve just a hair, but I love the screen on this one. It's a little big, but I still like that. It looks like a, a touch screen. The brakes feel really good though. This thing has got some torque. The thing with all these bikes, man, I gotta be so picky with them because what I really want to say with all of them is that they're awesome. I could ride these things all day, dude.
It's quite comfortable, isn't it?
It's definitely one of the most comfortable of any of the bikes here. Now, the first thing I want to say about the Solar Eclipse is I love the team at the Solar Eclipse. What's going on, man? Dude's wondering why I'm talking to myself. Now, I spent a lot of time talking with them. They're super passionate about their bike, about the community, and they also had brownies. And I'm not the one to be bribed, okay? But the brownies were good. Another bike I got to test was the new.
This bike looks genuinely cool. The lights on the side are cool. There's a lot of surface area there too, so you can wrap it with something pretty cool. Versus the Sur Ron, it's really hard to make designs because it's so thin on the frame.
Now, I already tested the NIU. If you guys want to see that full video, I'll leave a link down below for you guys to check that out. Now, the new has some of the coolest features of any of the e-bikes.
They can give you a little key card so you don't always have to have the key with you, right? I think that's pretty cool. So you just come up here, put it next to the thing, bike turns on. It has a lap timer on here. Another really cool feature is you can turn the bike on with your phone. I do have to admit though, this is a very, very fun bike to ride.
It's also street legal, and that's something a lot of the companies don't have yet. But it is a very cool bike. It just wasn't exactly fitting for me.
This feels like so much like a stock Sur Ron, bro. And for it to be a 72 volt and feel like a stock Sur Ron is very disappointing. Is it the best one out there? I'll leave that up for you guys to decide.
There was also a bike called the Champ, and I got to quickly test that one out. I'll just be straight up, wasn't a huge fan of it. So I'm gonna give this a shot and see how it is. Okay, so right at the end, the power gets a little weird. Is this gonna compare to the e-ride? Probably not. I believe it was a 60 volt battery, which, if you're not gonna come out with something better than the standard name brand, you're not gonna really have much of a shot in this, the industry right now. It's hard to beat the name brands, man. So I love the fact that I got to test all these bikes because now I can give you guys a good opinion on which ones I think are the best. Now, I haven't had a full review on a lot of these bikes, so I can't be super specific about it, but it might be pretty obvious which one's my favorite because I ride it every single day and it's in all of my videos and I'm literally on it right now, but I'm not gonna tell you which one is my favorite. It's just the one that I'm on. But each bike fits a different style, fits a different rider, and you just gotta pick which one's the best for you. I'm so lost right now, dude. It's so cool to see in this style or in this class of bikes that so many different bikes are coming out. I hope to see this market continue to come out with these 72 volts, these cool styled looking bikes. But it's also causing a lot of issues for these companies because you can't really come out with something that's gonna be much cheaper because there's already not a whole lot of profit margins on these type of bikes. But if you make it better, it's gonna be slightly more expensive. And for something in this class, it's gonna be hard to sell at that price point. The reason why Sur Ron killed it is because they made a bike that's good for both on-road, both off-road. They were also the first to the market, which is huge, and that's why they're the name brand. But anyways, guys, I feel super fortunate to have been able to make it to this electric bike expo, give you guys kind of my opinions on how this market is going, show you guys some of the cool bikes that are coming out. There's so many others I didn't even tell you guys about, but a lot of the reasons why you won't even hear a lot of these names is because it's basically the same thing as a Sur Ron. If it's not gonna be bigger, better, faster, then I don't know if it's gonna do much better than the Sur Ron in general. I want to make a lot of more full review videos on a lot of the newer bikes that are coming out. Some of them are in the works and some of them I already have. So very excited to show you guys a lot more content coming soon. And best of luck to all the companies that are bringing out these awesome bikes, because more competition means more fun.